it is. What is up, YouTube family? Happy Monday. We're back with a Monday Q&A. I'm currently right now out in Maryland. Right behind me is my mentor, Castle, so I come out here to visit him. So I'm just going to take a few, I would say maybe 20 minutes or so, just to do a quick Q&A. So if you have any questions, comment in and let's rock and roll and let's go get this money. Anyways, I want to say, you guys, thank you so much for all the love, all the support. If you find this video at any value to you, please don't be shy and boom, smash that thumbs up for me. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale to Million family. Be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. But anyways, also too, make sure you turn on the bell notification. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, hit me up on IG. Go to Khang, Khang, like a period, WTM. But I'm going to take some questions right now. So if you have any question for me, comment down below and let's rock and roll. So let me see here. Okay, so let me give you some shout out as you are dropping in the comment. Flex on. Okay, so any question you got? How to get a deal fast? Now listen, if your mindset is fast, you're basically wrong. All right? Yes, you can get a deal done in the next 30 days. But for that to happen, it's pretty rare. All right? If you take massive action, if you already understand the concept of wholesaling and what it is, and you understand your market, and you take massive action, yes, you can. But to me, the whole about, hey, fast, I want to get there fast, I want to get there fast, it's just the wrong mindset. But the best way to get a deal, right, is what you need to do is there's the freeway and there's the payway. You can drive for dollars, you can go around in your neighborhood, right, or in your city, look for rundown houses, take down the property address, go home, skip trace, and call the owner up. And now if you drive for dollars, you should download this app called the Deal Machine. Download the app dealmachine.com/WTM, and you'll be able to get like $40 credit to start, plus a 14 days free trial with my affiliate linked. But when you get a property under contract, do you send the contract to the title company fast? So yes, once you have the property under contract with the seller, you send the contract over to the title company and you get what's called an escrow open. So you get escrow open by sending that contract over to the local title company. Khang, how should I move on a house if it doesn't have pictures? My gosh, I was actually just talking about this. So if you want to get pictures of the property, there's a couple ways to do it. Number one is obviously call the seller, right? Obviously, in this case, I'm guessing that the property is vacant. If the property is vacant, there's a couple things that you can do. One is trying to connect with local wholesaler, someone that's in that city or in that area, or a realtor, and see if they can go out there and take pictures for you. And now, if you can't do it and you can't find someone to do it, there's a company called WeGoLook.com. It's basically like Uber, but for real estate investors. So you can, now this company, they only work with companies, they don't work with individual, which means if you don't have an LLC set up, they're not gonna work with you, all right? So you just contact this company, WeGoLook.com, they're like Uber, you pay them under $100, and they'll have someone go out there on behalf of your company, all right, to take picture for you, and they'll send it over to you. I've used them multiple times, and they're fast, and they're really, really good.
139 people, but only 28 thumbs up.
Only 28 thumbs up. Oh, come on, man. Shit. Oh, yeah, I typically have to text it out and send out to my Instagram, but since my phone is there, smash that thumbs up. Come on, man. Shit. Khang, dude, the contract that you give out for free, the same contract on your course. Yes, the contract that I share with you guys that I give out for free. Now, if you haven't got my contract and if you want a purchase and sale contract, the assignment, I give it out to my subscriber, to my follower, all for free. Just shoot me a text over to 1-206-208-0676. I'll send you the contract all for free. So, how can I better on the phone when cold calling? Any tips? Anton, how can I get better on the phone when you're cold calling? Man, so the best thing you want to do is I highly recommend that you go check out my Friday cold call role play. I've done so many cold call role play where I get on the phone with subscriber, right, with my subscriber, and I actually role play, right, and I actually role play, and I actually tell you exactly how to talk to the seller, how to negotiate. So I would highly recommend that you go check out my Friday cold call role play. And if you like Khang, I've watched the cold call role play, but I'm still afraid to cold call. I still don't know how to talk, how to negotiate. The next step that you need to do is probably check out my King Kong seller script. The link is right below in my descriptions. Basically, basically my King Kong script is there's two parts to the script. Part one, I'll show you how to filter and qualify the leads. Basically, how to ask the right questions to get what you need from the seller, all the numbers, all right? Then part two is how do you call them back? How do you negotiate with them? And especially, how can you lock the property under contract all over the phone without going to meet the seller or set the appointment? So if you watch on my cold call role play, but you're still confused and you really need help, then check out my King Kong script. The link is right below. Go to my website, check it out, and see if it's for you. Ross versus Marshall, Khang. Ross, baby. Comment down below. Ross or Marshall? I shop at Ross all the time. Ross, H&M's, Hollister's, or Abercrombie are some of my favorite store, and typically I go to the clearance section. So when I go down, you know, Hollister, Old Navy. I actually like Old Navy too. I go down there, I check out the clearance sections, and then I come back to the, you know, things that just came out and see if I really like it. So yeah, I mean, like, listen, I'm still very frugal with my money. I want to be smart with my money. I don't want just to go buy something just because, right? You have the money doesn't mean you have to go buy stupid, right? You have to be smart with it. So I check the clearance sections. If there's stuff that I like, I'll buy it. And if it's not, if I go to the section where it's full price, and if I like it, I'll buy it. But before that, I would never before that, when I was starting out, when I was dead broke, I would never go to those stores. Like a shirt, that is $20. To me, that is very expensive. And let me give you guys the mindset shift here. So when you're making, let's just say I was making $8.50 an hour. So that would have cost me 2 hours of my life to buy that shirt. So I don't understand people that go drop $500 on a pair of jeans, or $200 on a shirt, or $500 on a pair of shoes when you're making $10 an hour. When you make $10 an hour, it costs you 50 hours to buy the pair of shoes. Are you stupid? Are you no braino? Come on, man. Shit. So that's why I always say, don't try to be a bowler when you got no dollar. Which means if you make $10, why you go buy a pair of shoes that's $500? That's worth 50 times of your time. You are a fake. You're not a true bowler, man. A bowler is someone that goes. So that's why when I decided to go buy my car, which cost, you know, my AMGs that I bought back in 2018, brand new. I go there, I spec'd it out. I didn't even care. I knew that I was gonna go there. I was gonna drop 100 G's because I just closed on a deal that I made 100 G's on. I was making already 100 G's a month, right? So you gotta understand, when you go buy things, people, like when I go and I shop at these stores, or I say, hey, be smart, be frugal with your money. You guys think I'm cheap. Dude, I donate so much money every single month to charity, right? Like, it's not being cheap, but being smart. You gotta be smart with your money. And you gotta understand the habits. When you build up the bad habits, the one that you don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go and spoil yourself like that, that's no bueno. Maybe it's the basic question, but how can I get a property owner phone number? So yeah, still live, almost done, just about 10 minutes.
Skip trace, go to Zava search, go to Anywho.
So if you wanna, skip trace, I mean, there's free company that's what is it? TruePeopleSearch.com. That's free. Now listen, if you guys, I'm about to launch my own skip tracing service company. So stay tuned, where I can give you between 8 to like probably 8 cents per skip. So stay tuned. I'm going to launch that next week. You can compare them, like you can compare them to like the top 3 company that's out there right now for skip tracing. So stay tuned for that. An S Corp or an Elsa. Saul Cassandra, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you so much for the donation. $1.99. Ah, baby. That's almost a cough. That's almost half of a Starbucks. But an S Corp or an LLC. Now listen, when I started an LLC. Unless you make more than 100,000 net a year, like net a year, you don't worry about putting your company in an S Corp. So now listen, I'm not giving you any kind of legal advice. Please check with your attorney. I'm not giving you any kind of legal advice, but the S Corp will help you save money. It's going to save you a lot of money. Talk to your accounting, but until you net more than 100,000 a year, then you can put your company in an S Corp. It's going to save you a lot of money. I did that for myself, and yeah, it really helps out. Khang, are you Mexican? No, but obviously I speak a little bit Spanish, and I work with a lot of Mexican. I love Mexico. I went to Mexico a couple times already. I love Mexico, but I love joking around and just, I love being able to speak multiple language. Khang is Thai. I'm not Thai, but very close. Very, very close. I mean, we all got a brown skin. We all got a brown skin. We're all the same. How do you walk through the property with both sellers and buyers? So how you walk through with the property with both buyer and seller is, one, you got to prep the seller up. So you got to let the seller know that you are there with your contractor or with your partners. Okay, this is very, very important. And you want to make sure that you prep both the buyer and the seller up, so that way they don't go around your back and try to discuss price. So I typically tell my buyer, hey, I'm here with my contractor or my partners to look through the property, to do inspections on the property. Then I also prep the seller up and let the seller know that, hey, my contractor or my partner is going to be there. Just, we typically goes in and out of the property. We get it done very quickly. So just give us a little bit of time and we're in and out of there. And you can tell your buyers, hey, if you have any question you want to ask the seller, because some buyer will be like, hey, what is the wholesaler? What is he or she trying to hide from me? So I give up, I want to be straight up and making sure that I'm not hiding anything. And I tell my buyer, if there's anything you want to ask the seller about the property, feel free to do so. But if you have any question regarding the price, please talk to us afterward. All right, we can discuss that privately. So you want to make sure that's very, very important. How long have we been at it already, Aim?
Well, 13.
13? Okay, 13 minutes already. I think I'm going to call that a wrap because we got stuff that we got going on.
Let's go get this money.
How many steps are there and does it take to get paid from start to finish? Emerald Press, I don't know what you mean by how many steps are there. But if you want to, you can check out, my course that I kind of walk you through the whole entire process to take you from where you are today to closing your first wholesale deal. And I typically don't like to read, so I'll give you all video format. Like I literally stand in front of the camera and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do each and every single day, whether you're starting out with $0 or you got some money, to market. But I will show you from the freeway to the payway, from start to finish. Hopefully I can help you get your first deal within the next 30 to 60 days. But I make it extremely simple because when I did my course, I would be like, hey Khang, what would I do, knowing what I know now, and if I was to start all over again from scratch, what would I do? And once again, I'm not a reader, so I don't like to write. So every single day you will get a video from me and I'll explain to you exactly what to do that day so you can take action, so you can know exactly what you need to do. And I typically don't like to overwhelm, and I just get straight to the point, tell you what you do every single day, and take you from where you are to obviously closing your first wholesale deal. And it's always the first one that is the hardest, because once you close your first one, then now your confidence is going to come up, your belief is going to come up. Now it's not a fantasy, but it's a reality. Now that you know that I can do this, and if I can make 10,000, I can make 100,000, I can make $1 million. I mean, that's how confident you're going to be after you close your first wholesale deal, because that's how I was. Because it makes me, I went from a guy that like, can I get this done? Can I really do this? I saw a lot of people on YouTube that did it, but can I really do this? I'm putting in the work every single day, but obviously you still question yourself because you don't know if you can or not, right? And then once you close that deal, now it becomes a reality. Now you feel like Superman or Superwoman, and the game and the rest is history. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for the love and support. I got to wrap this up, but I got to go. I hope you guys, nothing but the best. And obviously, I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao. Wrap.
So you want to end then?
Yes.